magandang gabi, Pilipinas. Andito na naman po ang kapatiran para sa bayan. Andito ang mga kapatid from Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, from west to east. Tayo po ay mapapanood, mapapakinggan via website www.dwiz882am.com at i-download ang DWIZ application, DWIZ 882 sa iOS at Android phone. Live rin via DWIZ 882 Facebook page with the hotline numbers 8470-1750-54. Text line 0999-376-6768. Okay, so ito po ang inyong lingkod, Kuya Jerry Sadsad, isa pong manananggol, at kasama ko si
Kuyang Bong Estrella po, isang dentist. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat.
Medyo maganda yung topic natin ngayon na Doc Ray, kasi it's more about marriages.
Oo nga,
Pero siyempre magpapaliwanag niyan si ang guest natin.
Okay. Bago natin ipakilala ang ating panauhin,
May bati,
bigay mo siya ng background natin, ano?
Baka may babatiin, Kuya Doc, yung mga kuha natin. Batiin natin yung mga nanalo sa multi-district conventions.
Yes,
Yung ating mga kuyang nananalo sa Buying for Junior Grand Warden. Congratulations, at sana makaabot kayo sa annual communication.
Yes.
This coming April 2024. Oo.
Medyo malapit-lapit lang yan. Sa Clark lang gagawin.
Opo, mag-register na po kayo mga kuyang sir, kasi pagka hindi kayo naka-register, baka hindi kayo tanggapin sa venue. Oo. Ang ating incoming Grandmaster Ariel T. Kayanan ang uupo sa Grand Oriental Chair. Okay? Sige, Kuya Doc, ipakilala mo na yung ating guest natin.
Okay. Our guest is a registered psychologist, a certified clinical psychologist, assessment and clinical practitioner for 23 years, being testifying in courts in various cities and provinces. Very well-traveled
Yes.
ang ating guest. Handling family cases including annulment, adoption, custody, and abuse cases. Okay, huwag na tayo magpatumpik-tumpik. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all introduce our guest for this evening, Mr. Leo Christian Lumbre.
Okay, Sir Leo.
Magandang gabi po sa inyo, sa lahat ng nakikinig. Good evening.
Yes, Kuya Doc, parang may kagad kang tanong eh.
Oo
Gusto
nga
ko.
Medyo nahihiwagaan ako dito sa ni Sir sa kanyang short resume, no? So, Sir, in a nutshell, Sir Leo, no? Can you describe what you really do since you are handling family cases including annulment, adoption, custody, and abuse cases? What do you practice as a psychologist?
As mentioned a while ago, most of my work is regarding assessment and clinical practice. By assessment, we utilize all known standardized and projective testing, which are essential for identifying problems in an individual, the personality makeup of an individual, the aptitudes, those things. And of course, in my case in particular, I'm mostly attuned to problems that have familial nature or context.
Okay. Kasi yung topic natin, Kuya Leo, is on problematic marriages. What does it contemplates when you say problematic marriages?
By problematic marriages, we refer to marriages or relationships that are being strained by various factors. So by strained relationship, meaning a couple is struggling to cope with day-to-day problems, and those long-term problems such as differences, finances, the influence of respective families of origin. So there is a strain, there is stress. But more particularly, when we talk about marital problems, we are referring to those that abjectly affect their capacity to live up to essential marital obligations. And there are patterns that are undermining the well-being of that family, including its smaller constituents.
Siguro sa pagkakaintindi ko, dahil practitioner ko, Doc Ray,
yes.
or on sa family cases, when you say failing to meet yung essential marital obligations, yung mutual love, respect, and fidelity, yun po ba yun?
Yes.
Oo, which is apparent, dapat, prior, during, and after the marriage.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, ano po yung mga manifestations where you can see the manifestations of failure to meet or to oblige yourself to mutually respect, mutually love, and to be fidel with one another?
Foremost, sir, for all intents and purposes, although I'm a clinical psychologist, I want this to be brought out in a very simplified manner para lahat ng target audience
Yes.
makarelate
Yes.
at maunawaan. I don't want to talk about disorders per se, but I will tackle those signs that your relationship could be problematic dahil may problema doon sa partner nyo.
Okay.
So that's the approach I'm going to take. Second, for the sake of clarity and para hindi loaded masyado yung topic,
Yes.
we're not going to talk about money
Okay.
as a problem kasi we all have that problem.
Yeah.
Let's face it.
Correct.
I'm not going to talk about differences as a problem because there are no relationships na wala niyan.
Opo.
That's what spices it up, differences.
Correct,
'Di ba?
Correct.
If there are no differences, ba't ka pa nagrelasyon? 'Di ba? What would add color to it?
Yes.
No spice.
Yes.
Tapos yung fertility issues, we don't include that. We're just going to focus on problematic personality that affects the marriage.
Okay. So what are these problematic personality? In a nutshell, in a layman's term, which can be understandable by the layman or the public like us.
Unahin ho natin, doble cara.
Okay. Ano ba yun?
By doble cara, iba yung taong naging kaibigan mo
Yes.
or nanligaw sa'yo, tapos biglang iba yung pinakisamahan mo. And that partner, napakabait niya to the rest of society, sa mga barkada, sa mga katrabaho, sobrang approachable, sobrang matulungin, sobrang understanding. Bakit sa bahay,
Hindi.
konting kibot mo lang, namumura ka,
Oh.
nabubulyawang ka, hindi na uubusan ng mga faults to point out. Diba? So, doble cara.
Okay.
Now, ilagay natin ng konting legal paradigm, magnobyo pa lang kayo, lumalabas na to. Kasi ang pagiging doble cara means this person projects this positive image, no? Pero meron kasi siyang purpose for doing that. Ang tanong, pag nakuha niya na yung goal niya, magbabago ba o hindi? Pag doble cara ka, magbabago ka eventually. When you're more comfortable or you already got what you want, then lalabas yung totoo. Pero at the same time, the people who are outside that relationship are not privy to who you really are as a private person.
Okay.
So, magugulat yung mga tao, hindi ko in-expect na kaya niyang gawin to. Yung ganon pala siya.
Kasi good siya sa iba di ba?
Yes.
Parang ganun, no?
Kaya pag may domestic violence, madalas mahirap patunayan. Kasi it happens in the room, in the privacy of the couple's room.
Yes.
Tapos outwardly, baka fellow mo pa sa isang Bible study yan. 'Di ba?
Correct.
Another way of finding out if you're in a problematic relationship because of a problematic personality is you're always walking on eggshells.
Uy.
Oh.
By walking on eggshells, to be clear, di ba, pag naglalakad tayo sa mga eggshells, imposibleng hindi tumunog,
Yes.
imposibleng hindi mag-crack.
Correct.
So parang lagi ka nag-iingat.
Mm.
Ngayon, kung nasa relasyon kang, kailangan mo mag-ingat.
Yes.
Mag-ingat sa sasabihin mo, mag-ingat sa ikwekwento mo, kahit na gusto mo lang magkwento.
Yes, yes.
Or mag-ingat sa mga galaw mo. That's a very toxic relationship. If you're always under the threat of being scrutinized, berated or harangued, verbally abused, even physically abused, that's walking on eggshells.
Does it apply also? Siyempre, we're talking about the relationship between a couple. How about his or her relationship with the public in general? This kind of personality, sir.
If it's a personality disorder that's affecting the person, then it's going to be more difficult for that person na to keep those signs from other people.
Lalabas at lalabas.
Lalabas at lalabas po.
Okay.
The more you spend time with him or her, the more you get to know him or her, mas magiging evident. And of course, intelligence is a factor. Self-awareness is a factor. Pag very socially conscious ka or self-aware, medyo mas maganda ang acting mo. Diba? Mas mahaba ang pretenses. But you could only do so much to keep it from other people. Pero yung walking on eggshells on a marital setup, that's very toxic. Every day, hindi sila nauubusan ng faults na makikita sa'yo.
Okay.
So, eventually,
Finders, parang ganun.
pero eventually, ang mangyayari, either lumabas ka na dyan sa relasyon na yan or maging submissive ka lalo. Until eventually, parang napansin mo, lumiit na yung personality mo. Umayo na yung personality mo sa kaaya-aya doon sa partner mo.
Yes. So.
Pero will it affect even though you adjust or being submissive to this kind of person na ma-save yung relationship?
Yun ang magiging attempt, lalo na pag nagmamahal ka masyado
Yes.
or ayaw mong masira yung marriage mo. Naggaling na nga ako sa broken family, magiging broken pa to. Ay, hindi, magtitiis na lang ako.
Correct.
Kaya ba, ano ba yan, sir? Like, nagsabi nila, no? Like, during sa mga, before you get married, no? Sabi nila, kung yung boyfriend mo daw is nagsusugalan it's sigurado pagka nag-expect mo na the worst pa, nag-asawa na kayo, magiging sugarol na yan, magiging nagpupunta na ng casino, mga ganyan, no?
Hindi na tong it's.
It can really go that direction po.
Kunyari, kung umiinom ng konti, magiging lasenggo. So, I mean, aside from the doing the identifying this behavior sa mga do you also try to help them out, or do you refer them to other your other friends na psychologists on how to have a coping mechanism to change itong mga sabi nyo, yung first example natin ngayon, doble cara. Sorry for jumping agad on the but I guess eventually we'll be talking about, if possible, treatment to save the marriage kasi we're in the problematic marriages.
Saka baka yun din ang tanong ng mga
Yes,
nakakarami na nakikinig.
Actually po, sa totoo lang, napakagandang tanong. Pasok na tayo sa third symptom.
Ayan.
Okay. Sige.
By third
Ayan,
symptom,
exciting.
so nakikita mo na nga, mukhang may problema tong pagkatao nitong napakasalan mo o naka-live-in mo o naging jowa mo. Ngayon pa lang, mag-counseling na tayo. Sige, na malaman natin kung sino may problema sa atin. Eto na, nag-counseling session na. Ang daming analysis na ginawa, ang daming mga suggestions na binigay ng therapist or counselor.
Yes.
Ngayon, third symptom, resistant to change.
Ayun. Resistant.
Ayaw
Ayaw.
magbago, ayaw mag-adjust.
Yes.
That's another sign na may problema talaga yung pagkatao ng partner mo. Kasi,
Okay.
they would rather justify the things they did against you or against the relationship rather than to admit any fault.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, angkop na angkop yung tanong nyo, sir. 'Di ba? So, that's another sign na problematic talaga ito. Or yung personality structure. Kasi, bakit nga ba hindi magkakaproblema yung pagkatao niyan, hindi nga marunong tumanggap na mali.
Ayun.
So, mamaya, tutumbukin niyo yan since legal ang perspective niyo, attorney.
Opo.
You even as a child, you have been non-committal, tapos merong kang problema sa na tinatawag naming lack of remorse. You cannot accept accountability. Pag wala yan, and you grew up na ganun, na lagi kang may palusot, lagi kang may justification,
Yes.
then talaga, lahat ng mga problema sa'yo as a child, makikarry over as an adult. You don't know how to trim down yourself because you don't even know where to start. 'Di ba? So, yung mga maliliit na problema sa'yo, hindi matanggal kasi nga hindi ka marunong mag-acknowledge.
Yes.
And the authorities in your life have not taught you how to acknowledge.
So, ano ba itong ganito, sir, is, ano ba to parang, inborn or did you develop it dahil namana mo, dahil you saw it in your, dahil yung father mo, ganun strict kaya ina-apply mo ngayon sa family mo. Dati ganito kasi tatay ko, mahigpit, ganyan. Kaya ngayon, ganito rin ginagawa ko kasi ganito ng ano niya. Or yung iba nakikita nila na, hindi, ganyan yung tatay ko dati, kaya hindi ko gagayahin yan. Kasi gusto ko maging, like you mentioned earlier, no? Kung galing na ako sa broken family and then, siyempre gusto ko maging intact yung family ko. So, how do you...
Maging submissive
oh,
na lang.
parang
Ganun.
paano na-develop itong behavioral problem na ito?
Yan ho ang problema eh. It's a mix of nature and nurture. There are a myriad of factors that make a person who he or she is at present. So, hindi porkit ganto ang parenting sa'yo, ganto ang kalalabasan. Hindi porkit ganto ang tatay mo, magiging ganto ka. For example, twins. They start off being subjected to the same nurturing, the same discipline, the same pampering. Give it several years, makikita mo
Nag-iiba.
Magkaiba talaga.
nagda-diverge yung mga personalities nila, di ba?
Yes, yes.
Intelligence is also a factor. Ang dami po eh. So, let's not focus on yung mga interplay of those factors that could give rise to a particular disorder or condition or personality structure. Walang clear path. 'Di ba? So hindi yan the only way makikita mo na it could be leaning towards a particular condition, nasa puberty na yung tao. And you have a few years to correct that.
Correct.
Oh.
Kung ma-identify mo.
Kung ma-identify, ang problema po sa Pilipinas, sorry to say, ngayon pa lang namumulat sa psychological well-being ang mga tao.
Oo. Ngayon pa lang nagpapa-therapy kung
Oo.
sakali. Oo.
Mental hygiene is a novel term for most Filipinos. And in fact, in some may mga comedian nga na iba pa rin ang interpretasyon nila for certain conditions and
Parang, ba't ka nagpapa-check up? Baka may sira ka. Parang gano'n.
oo,
May mga
nagiging
impression
butt
na
of
gano'n,
joke
no?
when it shouldn't
Yes,
be.
yes,
Diba?
yes.
So, mahirap masabi that these interplaying factors could definitely lead to ganito na pag-addict ba sa pamilya ay magiging addict ka din.
Yes.
Kung babaero ba yung tatay mo, magiging babaero ka din. Di ba, attorney?
Yes, yes. Bakit ako yung napunta doon sa... Anyway, baka meron pang ibang disorder besides sa doble cara, kanina, resistance to change and walking on an eggshells.
Actually, yung mga binimension ko ho ng mga signs,
Okay.
these are common to certain personality disorders.
Yes.
Kasi nga, sabi ko, hindi ako magbabanggit ng mga personality disorders specifically. Baka tawagin nyo yung spouse nyo na ganun. Which is also mali.
Tama.
Na ikaw talaga napaka-antisocial mo. Ikaw napaka-borderline mo. Bipolar ka. Yun nga ang iniiwasan namin, di ba? So I don't want to mention the names of the personality disorders, but rather the specific symptoms that would make you think about the possibility na baka may problema sa pagkatao na. Hindi na sa relasyon per se, pero sa taong nadampot ko.
Dampot
At nilagay ko sa buhay ko. Another sign is lies.
Lies. When you say lies, pati white lies. Ganun ba?
Well, white lies.
Sila like.
As the name suggests, sometimes that's necessary.
Yes.
Pero if lying or deceitfulness is really part of the relationship na, that's very clinical in nature. Iyon yung tinatawag na pathological lying.
Wow.
Yung paulit-ulit na pagsisinungaling, even in situations na hindi naman kailangan magsinungaling.
yes.
And ang problema sa mga taong to, kung i-lie detector mo yan, wala ka madidetect. Because they are very comfortable with lies. Kasi ang tao, pag hindi komportable sa pagsisinungaling,
Huli
nagpapalpitate yan. Hindi makatingin ng diretsyo, namumutla, nagpapawis, extreme
Sweaty palms.
sweating sa palms. Pero ang mga tao who are very comfortable sa pagsisinungaling would not show any sign that they are lying.
Can even look you straight in the
Yes.
eye.
Sino paniniwalaan mo? Ako o yung mga kaibigan mong chismosa? Di ba? Galit pa.
Pelikula.
Galit pa. Lalo na pag naiipit, mas galit ang mga lalaki.
Bakit lalaki pati babae naman yata, hindi ba?
Sorry, sa'yo ko napatingin ako. And
Yes, sir.
of course, yung lying, nagiging mechanistic na sa pakikitungo sa'yo ng partner mo. And kahit anong attempt niya na magsinungaling, bilang asawa, alam mong may kulang, alam mong may mali, you know there's something amiss. Pero it's tingling at the back of your head, you just don't know what to make of it. You're too busy, dalawa anak nyo. You juggle time between child rearing and domestic tasks. Paano ka magkakaroon ng resources and time to investigate? Diba? You would see the signs na may lies. Ang lies, may may hangganan yan eh. One way or another, it will sieve out. Diba? Tapos, manipulative behavior follows.
Okay. Since medyo mainit-init yung ating topic, time check muna po tayo, 7:25 ng gabi. Magbabalik po ang Kapatiran para sa Bayan. Okay, nagbabalik po ang Kapatiran para sa Bayan. Kasama pa rin natin ang ating psychologist, Leo Christian Lumbre. Baka may babatiin dyan sa DWIC at mga kuyang natin.
Ayun, magandang gabi uli sa atin mga panauhin. Gusto ko lang isingit ng namin aming front desk officer sa Novo, nakaka-birthday lang si Princess, at babatiin ko na rin itong darating na Wednesday. Graduate yung sa aming senior batch namin, batch 4 ng externship program ng Endodontic Society of the Philippines sa East Avenue Medical Center. Congratulations sa inyo.
Congratulations. Okay. Kanina, Doc Ray at Kuya Leo, more on yung manipulative. Yung last na nabanggit mo na isa sa mga personality disorder. Ano po ba yon?
Pag pinag-usapan natin yung pagiging manipulative, normally you would even use guilt tripping to control the person. So, pag sinabi nating manipulative behavior, you're actively doing your best para yung tao, yung partner, umayon sa mga gusto mo. An example is gaslighting.
Okay.
Ngayon, patok na yan sa mga mga millennials
Yes, oo.
at saka Gen Z, yung gaslighting ka.
Yes.
By gaslighting, yung abusive or controlling partner would make you doubt even your own thinking. Na hindi totoo yung mga sinasabi mo, walang ganyan, or nababaliw ka na.
Okay.
So, tuwing may argument, ganun yung sinasabi sa'yo, mapapaisip ka na rin, talaga bang ako ang may mali? Ako ba talaga ang problema sa relasyon na to? Or sasabihan kang praning, yung mga ganun. When in fact, you are responding to the lies. You are responding to the deceit. Tapos, parang nababaligtad ka pa nung tao because that person is taking the attention away from the real problems. So ngayon, ikaw pa yung napapasama sa gaslighting. Another example of being manipulative is intimidation.
Yun.
Well, straightforward. I don't have to explain too much kung ano yung intimidation. Pero meron din yung tinatawag na sexual coercion
Okay.
or using sex to get what you want. Either you deprive the person of sexual gratification or you give too much of it, depending on the situation.
So, sino yung nag-ano niyan? Yung babae o yung lalaki?
Yung may
It could
problem.
go both ways.
Both ways.
People with a very selfish mindset, napansin namin na isa sa mga symptom ng pagiging narciso or narcissist na
Medyo
sorry, I
legal
can't
na.
avoid it. Yung sexual deprivation of the person. So, deliberate. Ayaw mo makipagtalik. Parang you're punishing the partner. Na
Okay.
sinanay mo yung tao na to na on a daily or nightly or weekly basis, there's intimacy. And now you're not getting what you want. So, you're depriving the partner of this. Coupled
Babay
with
mo siya.
coldness.
Coldness.
Oo.
Oo.
So, hoping na aayon siya sa gusto mo eventually. 'Di ba? Para magka-patch up. And sad to say, a lot of people really love kiss and make up
Parang foreplay.
or the make-up sex.
Hindi
In an
katulad ng
abusive relationship, this could be bad.
Ah.
Siyempre, lahat naman ng moderate, okay. Pero lahat ng labis, nakakasama din.
kasama.
Pero sir, pwede mag-backfire yan if you don't deprive it. Baka hanapin sa iba.
Marami ring factors at work that could lead to that, no?
Yes.
Pero if you're really a healthy individual, maganda ang hubog ng pag-iisip mo at personality mo, the values are in place, you have above average intelligence, it's not going to be easy
Yeah.
to cross that line.
Yes.
Okay.
Kasi may mga barriers, may impediments.
Yes.
Lalo na, since bakit ko na-mention high intellect, ano kinalaman nun? Well, pag may high intellect ka, mas madali mo makita yung mga possible repercussions, yung mga consequences ng mga maling gawain. You have more insight,
Yes.
you see with more depth. Hence,
Oh.
mas madali mo makita na,
Yes, correct.
self-defeating act yan.
Okay. You made mention of being manipulative. Ano pa ba yung mga iba pang disorder na in a layman's
Symptoms.
term?
Symptoms.
Symptoms.
Withholding money.
Withholding. May money.
Oo. Sa, 'di ba, in a marriage, merong tagapag-manage ng pera dyan eh. Sometimes that could be used para yung pag-withhold ng money to get what you want from the person who is depending on you.
Okay.
And another sign, and kung
Yan ba, sir, yung parang, kunyari kung yung ang breadwinner is the father,
Father,
so siya nagbibigay ng budget lang. Kaya pagka yung yung iba naman, gusto nila yung mother, kailangan yung buong sweldo mo, entrega mo sa akin.
On the
Bibigyan lang
other
kita
side,
ng allowance.
yes,
Kaya yung iba naman, ayaw lang mangyaring ganun para sila mag-work, para silang in power.
opo. Opo, exactly. And kung sino ang nagko-control that much power, may risk na i-abuse niya yung power na yon
Oh, okay.
over the partner. And another sign I'd like to point out na dapat even as a girlfriend or a boyfriend, alam nyo, the first level of abuse is oppression.
Oh.
Hindi yung minura ka, hindi yung sinampal ka. Sinyales na nag-uumpisa na ang pang-aabuso sa'yo pag pinagbabawalan ka na or pinipili na kung sino lang ang pwede mong pakisamahan.
Oh. Kontin pala yun, symptom. Ano?
Layuan mo yung mga kaibigan mo na yan.
Yes. Oh.
Wala namang ginagawa masama yung mga kaibigan.
Bawal tayo pagbawalan.
Except, may exception po. Bago mo isingit yan, Doc. Kung toxic naman talaga yung mga kaibigan mo or bad influence, then this person only cares sa well-being mo.
Yes.
Pero kung ang nangyayari, pati mga pinsan mo, bawal mo samahan.
Iba na.
Yung pananamit mo, kinokontrol na, hindi ka naman malaswang manamit.
Yes.
Pati yung mga pag-alis mo, pagsama mo sa
Presyo
pamilya
pa
mo, pinapakialaman na, that's the sign of abuse.
Wow.
Nag-umpisa na yon and it could only get worse.
Oh, okay. Ang galing. The second level of abuse is, kasi you made mention of a oppression is the first sign of abuse
Opo.
as one of the symptoms. Ano yung second level? Kung
The
meron?
emotional.
Emotional.
The emotional abuse.
Mental, abuse ba? Something like Hindi naman.
Mental could be more creative and
Sorry,
damaging.
kasi natilig ko na yung yung 9262, yung Bausi.
Yes.
So,
Yung sa emotional abuse po, minsan spurt of feeling lang ang trigger niyan
Okay.
Na mamaya-maya huhupa na. Pero ang mental abuse is more difficult to deal with kasi it affects yung yung mental state mo na talaga
Oh.
It
It
affects your
can
daily
arouse
output.
anxiety,
Yes.
your grasp of reality even.
Yes.
'Di ba? Like yung na-mention ko kanina, yung lies.
Mhm.
Pag ang tao, ang partner, hinuhubog ka sa lies, sa pagsisinungaling, pagkukunwari on a daily basis, that would mentally affect you in the long run.
Yes.
Yung sinasabi ko, you're walking on eggshells, yung takot na takot ka na konting kibot mo magagalit sa'yo,
Oo.
that's mental abuse. Kasi you become restless, you become anxious,
Yes.
lagi kang distressed. 'Di ba? And iba yung pakiramdam mo, ang gaan ng feeling mo pag wala sa bahay yung partner mo.
Yes.
Bakit ka pa nag-asawa? Bakit ka pa nakikisama sa tao na bumibigat yung pakiramdam mo sa bahay tuwing nandyan siya? So, yan, mag-iisip ka na, 'di ba? Pag
Correct.
ninenervyos ka ng gano'n, pag dumarating na yung asawa mo, and kahit gano'n mo perpektuhin yung mga gawain mo, na tinatandaan mo lahat ng gusto niya, tinatandaan mo lahat ng ayaw niya, may mahanap at may mahanap.
May mali pa rin na mahanap.
Diba?
Oo.
That's mental abuse.
Oh.
Without saying a word, you are causing negative reaction to the mind, to the heart of the person. That is really mental abuse.
Okay, galing. Oo.
Verbal abuse, napaka self-explanatory.
Oo.
Minumura ka, kahit hindi ka murahin. May mga nasasabing words
Subtle.
that make you question your own self-worth.
Yes.
Diba? That's verbal abuse.
Pero parang sir, Leo, yung mga ganyan parang mahirap yata i-screen yan habang hindi pa kayo kasal kasi parang pag nagsama kayo, dun lumalabas yung talagang pressure na lang once na
Real.
magkasama na kayo, di ba? Saka mo lang malalaman na, kung hindi talaga kayo nagsasama, saka mo lang malalaman na hindi pala ito nagpapalit ng brief pagka
Example.
Maganda yung tumbok nyo, Doc. Balik tayo doon sa sinasabi kong doble cara. Isang magandang bagay na pwede nating ibahagi doon sa mga single ngayon, sana yung mga tita nyo sinasabi to sa inyo eh.
Okay.
O yung mga tito nyo eh. May 3 stages
Yes.
na lumalabas kung sino talaga yung partner mo. Kasi let's face it, lahat ng liligaw at lahat na nagpapaligaw, best foot forward yan.
Yes, syempre.
'Di ba? Ang lilinis, grabe hygiene ng mga yan, ang babango. Tapos, yung best behavior.
Yes, yes.
Pero mapapansin mo, yung iba, pagkatapos sagutin, or nung magjowa na, iba na yung ugali, nag-uumpisa ng lumabas. Dati kung manligaw ka, 6 times a week. Pero ngayon magjowa na tayo, 3 beses lang, pahapyaw pa yung isa.
Pero sa isang buwan na yun, hindi
Tapos,
week.
tapos lumalabas, mabarkada pala.
Yes.
Priority ang bisyo kesa sa relasyon at lalo pati sa responsibilidad. So, ayun, lalabas yung first stage pag kayo na. Pangalawa, eto, medyo makaka-relate dito mga kababaihan.
Oo.
Pag nakuha ka na,
Yun. Okay, okay.
biglang abusado na, dominante na. Yung iba kung kailan nakuha, tsaka pa nagiging praning. Nagiging seloso, binigay mo na nga.
Nagiging indifferent.
Kahit sabi mo hindi ka pa ready, kahit sabi mo ayaw mo muna,
Oo.
na natatakot kang mabuntis, na natatakot kang ibigay yung buo. Nung binigay mo, biglang pinagdudahan ka pa. 'Di ba? So may lumalabas na lalo.
Yes, yes.
Tapos, isa pa, yung pag nagsama na kayo.
Ayun, yun.
Ang problema kasi, marami sa atin, ang tingin natin pag nagmamahal tayo, it's an overpowering feeling. Kung ang tingin mo sa pagmamahal feeling siya, you're lost.
Okay, okay.
You're lost.
Yes.
Kasi, like any feeling, kung love is a feeling, then nawawala yan. Humuhupa yan. Pero kung ang tingin mo sa konsepto ng love responsibilidad, it starts with adoration. And eventually, nagkaroon ng commitment to being responsible for that subject of adoration, then that's love.
Okay, so medyo mabigat yung topic natin. Mamaya siguro tanungin natin yung mga remedial measures kung kaya pang gamutin ito at what stage. So time check muna po tayo, 7:47 ng gabi. Magbabalik po ang Kapatiran para sa Bayan. Okay, nagbabalik po ang Kapatiran para sa Bayan at kasama pa rin natin, Doc Ray, si Ginoong Leo Christian Lumbre, isa pong psychologist. Ngayon, talakayin naman natin yung mga pwedeng remedyo, kung kaya pa bang remedyohan to despite the symptoms that manifesting sa couple.
Oo. Para paano natin matutulungan sila.
Paano matutulungan?
At saka, yun nga, sabi ni Sir Leo, no? Hindi lang to minsan one-sided lang. Kung pwedeng pareho sila, ang pwedeng may problem. Kaya,
Yes, yes.
ano natin yung ating mga panauhin, kung anong atin maipapayo sa kanila.
Yes.
Bago ko sagutin po yung nabanggit nyo na possible remedies, may i-highlight lang akong 2 pang manifestation na pwedeng problematic talaga yung personality nung partner mo.
Okay.
Karaniwan ko na encounter sa practice ko, ang reklamo nila, yung asawa nila, high school pa lang, college pa lang, napaka-irresponsible na.
Responsible.
Pero na-in love ka So sabi mo,
In love ka sa bad boy.
siguro mapapagbago ko to. Alam mo naman, hopeless romantic, di ba?
Yes, yes.
Gusto ko ako yung makapagpabago sa kanya. Yung mga,
Ayan.
may mga ganon.
Okay.
Okay. Hindi nagbago nung boyfriend mo or nung girlfriend mo. siguro pag may anak na kami, magbabago na siya.
Ano pa rin?
Hoping pa din.
Lalong lumala. Siguro pag kinasal na kami, magbabago na siya. Hindi pa rin. So, if a person is irresponsible, at kahit na ilang taon na, hindi pa rin nagpapakaresponsable bilang asawa, ayaw magtrabaho ng maayos, tumatagal lang ng saglit sa bawat trabaho, ang daming reklamo, gusto niya mag-business na lang. Nung binigyan ng business,
Wala
hindi rin umasenso kasi pinapabayaan.
Correct.
Tapos pagdating sa mga obligasyon sa mga anak, kinakapos din or ayaw tumulong sa mga gawaing bahay, ayaw tumulong sa pag-aalaga. So yung irresponsible na tao, kung pattern niya na,
Yes.
anong remedy ang gusto niyong tumbukin? Di ba?
Diretso.
So, pangalawa, meron din mga tipo na mga partner na sobrang makasarili. It's always about them and their needs, their interests, their desires. Na kailangan laging ang focus yung para sa kanya. Kaya insensitive siya as a partner.
Okay.
Kasi sa pangsarili pa lang, busy-busy na siya.
Oh,
Dami niyang hobby. Dami niyang mga sinalihang mga groups.
okay.
Diba? Daming luho. Anong time ang ibibigay niya para sa pamilya? Diba? Tapos pag sinita siya ng asawa niya, galit.
Galit pa.
Oo. Tapos, pag the more they fight, the more na nagiging rewarding ang buhay outside the confines of the abode. So if you're extremely selfish, all you see are your needs, all you see is your righteousness, and you would not respond to any intervention. 'Di ba? Babalik tayo doon sa sinabi ko, resistant to change. Kung irresponsible ka, you would be resistant to change.
Yes.
Kasi irresponsible ako, I get to live my life the way I want.
Yes. Yes.
'Di ba? May nanay ako na nagsusuporta sa akin kahit anong mangyari.
Okay lang ko.
Oo.
Ganun. No?
O, suportado ako ng ate kong nagja-Japan.
Yes. Yes.
'Di ba? Yung kuya kong nasa South Korea. 'Di ba? So, ba't ko kailangan magtrabaho? Kumakain naman tayo 3 beses sa isang araw.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, so, the accountability is not there. So, kung ika-counsel mo yan, ite-therapy mo yan, what do you hope to achieve? Kasi nga,
Wala.
clinically significant na yung pagiging irresponsible niya. How do you remedy that? Of course, as a psychologist, we could offer cognitive behavioral therapy, but it could take a
Long.
very long time for that person to respond to it, assuming they would persist in therapy.
Yes.
Eh, what if not? 'Di ba? Tapos, kung very selfish naman, hindi pa yan pumapasok sa clinic ng isang psychologist or psychiatrist, yung safeguarding niyan, talo pa Great Wall of
Yung
China.
wall, oh, yun.
Yes.
Parang hindi
Lahat-
natin kailangan yan. Yan.
Oo. Pinag-exam mo, pinag-tests mo. Sir, ma'am, ito po ang resulta ng test nyo. Ano lumalabas dyan? Narcissistic personality disorder po. Ano ibig sabihin yan? Napaka-selfish nyo. hindi, of course, we don't say it that
yes,
way.
yes.
Ay, hindi totoo yan.
Ay, wala.
Sa loob-loob ko.
Resistance.
Sino ba sumagot ng mga test?
Ikaw ba? Ikaw naman yun. No?
So, they would invalidate that. So, that's, in a partnership, meron pang form of manipulation we call triangulation.
Okay.
Kukuha ka ng isang tao, ayan, nag-aaway, halimbawa, couple, nag-aaway. Halika dito, kumpare. Tama ba? Tapos, i-pressure mo to
Agree with you.
agree with you. That's triangulation. It's another manipulation, 'di ba? So in a therapy, may triangulation din. Ang problema, pag hindi nag-agree yung psychologist sa'yo, tigil na natin to sessions na to. Ayoko nang pumunta dyan.
Iba na.
Sira ulo yung psychologist mo.
Parang gano'n.
It happens.
Sabi mo
So-
siya dapat ang magpatingin.
Last remedy,
Oh.
kung nakikita nyo, kung nakaka-relate kayo doon sa mga sinabi kong signs,
Yes.
kumonsulta kayo sa abogado.
Yes, yes. Oo.
Eh,
Pero yung mga slight na pwedeng remediable symptoms, meron din ba?
Well, if a person only shows bits and pieces of these signs that I mentioned and hindi naman palagi, obviously it could be worked out. Pero if on a daily basis you have to put up with the lies, put up with the abuses, being shortchanged by the partner, there's infidelity involved, and pinatawad mo, 3 beses mo nahuling ng bababae or ng lalaki, and nangyayari pa rin yun. Tapos sinasabi mo na para sa sake na lang ng mga bata, that's so wrong. 'Di ba? You have to bail out.
Okay. Napakainit ng topic natin. Siguro last ditch of our show is baka may babatiin.
Oo, kulang na yung oras natin. Si Sir Leo.
Baka may babatiin ka kung meron man po.
Lahat kayo.
Okay.
Good evening.
Doc Ray.
O sige, ako wala na kayong papahabol at kulang na yung oras natin, sa susunod na lang.
Yes. Hi kay yung mga anak ko. Si Agnes nasa London na. Tapos si Emil and Iya.
Ayun.
Okay, so babalik ulit next week ang Kapatiran sa Bayan. Thank you mo. Acknowledgement muna sa ating on-duty technical engineers, Engineer Aldrin Cruz, Engineer Gildion Reyes, Engineer Jeff Barbon, Engineer K. Constantino, Writers Haya Ludovico, CA Jubilee Sena. Ang next program, Kuya Doc Ray.
I see ang Pangga, Ruth Abaw Live. Yun, present stories by Pangga Nika kasama si Pangga Nika Abaw.
Okay, to God maganda, 35 days before Christmas, and happy birthday kay Gerald Diana ng ating IT sa DWIZ.
Ayun.
Magandang gabi
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat.
And to God be the glory.
Yeah.